have been well trained.
No.
in
You
my
don't have to
efforts.
carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Oh, do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
Here we are at the final game for the Sword Championship for House Rules Gaming. We have Emmanuel on the left, who we saw win the last game in the mirror match. And this is the deck that Kim has been dying to see played.
I have been dying to see this deck. I've never seen it, heard it, smelled it, nothing.
So Joe has brought an Elite Maz, Ray, Snap to the table, and he has managed to fight his way to the top here to the final game.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know. I want to see how this is played out. What's really the focus of this deck? I'm excited.
So Emmanuel doing a little bit of mulliganing and reshuffling his cards.
And he made it in. He made it into the top 12 yesterday with this deck. Joe did. I don't know exactly where he finished, but I know he's in the top 12 yesterday in that cash tournament. So it's performed well. Here it is sitting. They're going to do best out of 3. It may walk home with a store championship.
Yeah, so Joe got here in the top 4 by beating a Pomaz. So we successfully completed the day with only seeing one Pomaz on this top table.
Yeah, and lots of Vader Raiders. It shows Vader Raiders not dead by any means.
Way different from yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I think we kind of saw this is still high stakes because it's a store tournament, but
right.
Different decks making it in. So we're going to roll off to see who's... Oh, 4, they tied, so.
Let's see how our dice cam's looking. It's going to be a struggle with 3 characters, but we'll
because there's
try and keep this view as much as yeah.
Give you a 90-minute clock.
So they're going to have 90 minutes here for best out of 3.
Yep, they have agreed to do best out of 3.
Emmanuel, flip your dice.
And Emmanuel, please flip your dice.
Emmanuel, flip your dice.
Emmanuel, change your dice around.
The colors don't match.
All right, that is... Emmanuel, please flip your dice.
It's messing with my head. I'm going to be so confused. Oh, hearty handshake. Good luck.
Game.
Good luck to both these players. They've
Quickly laying down a 4-speed.
And there's the switch we were hoping for. 4-speed. Wow. Shoo. And
that was quick.
Joe getting a holdout blaster on Ray to really...
He's going to get 2 actions.
4-speed.
First,
and 4-speed. Wow.
Joe still has 2 actions because of Ray's ability. His first action is going to be to...
Let's roll Ray in.
Roll Ray in.
Cannoli, that's a fast.
That was quick. That was very quick. And no specials, as I'm sure it's not what he wanted to see.
No, but still getting those cards out. And there's a bowcaster in his hand as well.
What? So he's got 1 more action. So this is a nice...
You can't see Maz at the top of the table right now, but we'll keep an eye on her for you.
Yeah, I want to...
Putting some shields on. Yeah.
Yep, some shields
shield on
Maz. Switched over to a 4-speed.
Focusing a 4-speed special. All 4-speed all the time.
All 4-speed all the time. And we're going to do fair trade.
That trades resources, does it not? Wait. For a minute, I thought he actually took Emmanuel's resources, but they're using the same tokens.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that was a cool one.
I don't see that card used very often at all.
No.
What an interesting deck build this is. So fast hands on Emmanuel.
And quickly a bowcaster going out.
Man. Because of that card, he was very, very quickly able to pay for that bowcaster. Mm-hmm. That's a great card to get out. So Emmanuel finally getting a turn here. And at least getting 1 card out of his hand. Going to use fast hands to resolve that fast speed.
Right.
This is a very fast-paced game, kids.
Fast speed. It is so fast. Fast
Swing.
hands, 4-speed.
Swing.
Fast
I'm glad
speed.
they're doing 3 out of 2. It's going to go as fast as yesterday's final match.
All right, I'm going to step away for a second to see if I can zoom out.
Now you're going to startle them. Oh, boy. We're going to get some guest commentaries if Jason keeps running off. So Emmanuel discarding to re-roll in the hopes of something a little bit better. And we'll get you that dice cam back. Jason's making some adjustments here. So hopefully we can capture all 3. right, so there goes the shields off Maz, and 1 damage dealt to her. Interesting. Targeting Maz, maybe because of her focus ability. Right now, Rey is fully loaded with 3 upgrades. Snap has his bowcaster. And remember, keeping Snap's die in play means Emmanuel has to pay to claim that battlefield. So that's what you saw right there. Good way to generate resources and keep control of that battlefield from your opponent. So we've reset. Joe pitching, or no, I stand corrected. Joe putting a second chance down on Maz already.
All right, folks, let's see if this is a little better.
There we go.
Yeah, we can see a little bit more. These 3 character decks, they mess with my camera angles. I don't want to interfere with the game too much by resetting the actual placement of the camera, so.
You're going to use fast hands to resolve 4 speed. Won't see that next week.
All right, most of the players here slowly getting out of the playing hall, leaving it to these last few players to duke it out for the end.
Well, there's still I think, yeah, there's still a pod going on behind us too that they did as a side event, which is nice.
Yeah. $10 entry for an 8-man pod, and the winner gets a box of cards.
Not a bad deal. Oh,
Box of
that's
boosters.
a nice roll for Emmanuel there.
Yeah, looks like a pair of melee damages. Damages?
I don't know if I don't think there's an eye on the end.
No, DMI?
Boom. So back over to Maz. So targeting Maz first.
Yeah, well, okay, now Maz has a second chance. Oh, golly. See all the things I missed by trying to fix camera angles?
That came just as you came back.
Oh, okay.
So not a great roll out of Rey.
I did roll in a special on the 4 speed and a +2 on the blaster.
I feel like Emmanuel's hands are even faster.
Emmanuel's hands.
You see how it was like the Flash.
And Joe's hands are pretty quick too.
There's a
camera's not keeping up with
Rey's
them.
staff in there. That's all I saw. Deflecting back that plus. I think that's a +2 on the blaster. I think I'm gonna have to wear readers the next time so I can see some of these. Oh, 2 focus on Maz rolled in. So I'm sure. Yep. Why not? Why not flip one of Rey's die around?
Why not? Let's do this.
And then while we're at it, to a resource.
Okay. You think it's I'd say maybe a bait and switch play, but Joe doesn't have any cards in his hand, so.
Yeah, he does. There's 2. They match his shirt.
Oh, golly. He's like a ninja with his cards.
He has fast hands and
There's
ninja abilities.
There is a yellow card in there. Oh, no.
Oh,
nope. There's a
one with
planetary uprising.
Oh, boy. And did you see our good friend Obi-Wan, who's a support, or who's an upgrade that then turns into a support? I don't want to know. I don't want Emmanuel to be able to hear me.
Deflect goes down. Removing the +2 and doing 1 damage to Maz.
So he'll just turn around and 4 speed
to a resource.
Turn that into his resource. So.
Interesting.
He's got a plan.
He may have a plan.
He wants that planetary uprising out.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
So a shield going on Maz again. So I stand corrected. That wasn't a resource. That was a shield.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, folks.
They look like a square box. They look very similar now.
Trying to see the whole field of vision with a zoomed out camera angle, and now we lost our focus on our die a little bit, so we're doing our best here. But you know what can you do?
So resetting, moving to the next round.
The players have agreed to play a best out of 3 games.
Joe already has 4 resources.
So we will see this matchup at least once more, if not twice.
You're going to see planetary uprising come out at any moment from Joe. Or maybe
the what?
Force. Right? All right. They slowed down. I don't know what's happening now. Holy cow.
Thank goodness. I'm happy for that.
Take a breath. Yep. Flipping on a 4 speed for
1 with the Force. Just like you said it was going to happen.
Obi-Wan card. I thought he'd get planetary uprising up first, but that makes sense.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Because if Rey goes down,
that's not a name I've heard in a long time.
Its own thing.
Does it drive you crazy when there are 2 announcers and neither of them are having the same conversation?
No. Jason's having his own conversation in his head.
Okay. So it looks like we've rolled
a
disrupt. Yep, disrupt on the bowcaster.
I'm going to go with resource on Snap.
I'm going to go with discard.
Dope.
Does Snap have a discard?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You've got a handy-dandy binder. We will reference our handy-dandy binder.
Oh, he has a disrupt and a resource, so we are good.
So one of us is right. Shucks. Darn these 3 characters. This is such an interesting deck, though.
Yeah.
But Emmanuel has played quite well today.
So if anybody wins the lottery and wants to throw some money our way, we'd be happy to get some mobile cameras where we could change and zoom all the time. So if you've just recently won the lottery, please check out
Check us out.
thechancekeep.com or patreon.com/thechancekeep.
We'll at least let you record an intro or a
We
tagline.
can do your own show if you won the lottery and threw some stuff our way.
Don't worry, Mike. We won't put you out of work. But.
No. Nor will we pay you.
All right. So activating little Miss Maz over there.
Resource and a range.
And a pew. Resolving for the resource.
He gets one more die to resolve.
No. Now his resource changes. His resource has changed. That's a different token than what he was using 2 minutes ago. Man, Joe, his hands are fast and his resources change.
Do you think it's a tactic?
I can't keep up. Right, because now your player's looking for a different. That's some. Got to pay for blaster damage. Special on the force speed.
Yeah.
Shields, I think, on one with the force. And raised discard.
Yeah. So Joe employs the rolling tactic that is employed by Lucas Lissinger himself, which is the roll into the arm or hand motion.
I'd miss.
I tried it once. I didn't like it.
I'd miss. I'd just put my hand down, just like playing bait, and under it would go, and it just wouldn't work. So fast hands, manual very quickly, and discarding. Oh.
Discarding on Ray. Yep.
Yeah.
Get rid of some cards.
So good move for Joe's part. There's a force lightning that manual just had to discard, so that's got to hurt.
Yeah. Joe's looking at a full hand. Manual looking at a no hand at the moment.
He has 2 hands, but no cards in him.
He's got fast hands, but no cards in him.
He's got 2 very fast hands.
2 very fast hands.
Pitching to re-roll. See what he decides to re-roll. Everything but the holdout blaster.
Boom.
Got to focus.
Yeah.
Some seriously good damage on that bowcaster.
Yeah. So it's almost like that 2 focus is not even necessary. Joe's got a resource, we think. We're pretty sure that's his new resource. Okay. What's he doing? Where are you going? You going to fast?
He's going to think this one for a minute. Can't blame him.
Use the force speed.
So he's going to
use the force speed. There you go.
Nope, it goes over there. There you go.
2 actions. Action number
Cards
1.
moving so fast.
Focus.
I'm surprised that planetary uprising hasn't
Focus
come
to a
out.
+2. And is that a 2-for-1 or a 4-for-1 on the bowcaster?
So now he doesn't have to oh, wait, he changed his mind.
JK.
So back and then hitting.
It should be 6 damage.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's that.
My memory and math are correct. Yep.
Yep. It was just I couldn't quite tell, but I thought it was the 4 on the bowcaster.
Maz has some staying power up there. She is not dead yet, and none of the other characters Joe has have taken any damage.
Interesting.
Of course, Snap's ability requiring someone to pay. Oh.
Well, Maz, he did activate the second chance. As you can see, it's no longer on Maz. So.
That's true. Yeah, so it's actually pretty smart.
Well, and now we're back to yellow resources on Joe's side. Just everybody follow along here. Manuel has 3, Joe has 2. Now everybody's resources are yellow.
It's like the cyclorama.
It's happening so fast. So, Emmanuel rolling in Vader, so Joe has to discard a card.
I see 2 sticks. I see dead people.
Somebody, Maz might. Oh, yep.
Shield. We are fast-handsing a single damage.
So somewhere in all the hubbub of things flying around so quickly, Maz is now dead.
Yeah, so Maz died on the resolving of the one
okay.
with fast hands, which Joe knew was coming,
fast.
so he went ahead and flipped Maz over without us even. Yeah.
Joe's faster than my
Joe
brain.
is a fast player, which is great for a deck like this. And it's really interesting coming to a Store Championship with a deck that people probably aren't familiar with.
No.
What is the strategy behind his deck?
Well, exactly. That's
Who knows?
what you look like. I don't understand from a standpoint what's he going for in this deck.
Yeah.
You know, you build a deck going, this is what I'm looking to achieve. So
I mean,
this is an interesting deck build.
So he put second chance in there. Second chance. I mean, the intention was to go for Maz on second chance.
It has to.
So thinking that Maz is going to last long enough for him to generate the resources to get second chance. And then early on, he got the double force speed after playing a holdout blaster.
Well, and with the fair trade, too, so he was able to capitalize upon that.
Yeah.
It's a good card for...
Fair trade. Yeah, that fair trade's interesting. Using it early to swap his lack of resources.
Joe's brain.
Oh, yeah.
He builds a different kind of deck.
Different kind of deck for different kinds of people.
Hey, that's what's so fun about this game.
Diversity and inclusion, everyone.
So a Sith Holocron special. He's going to pitch a force speed?
To resolve the Sith Holocron with Raiders. Yep, with Raiders' ability. So he pitched the force speed, used Raiders' ability to go ahead and get the Sith Holocron in there, paying one to bring the Force Lightning out there, which is now spotting, it looks like 4 for 1.
Yeah, with the resource cost, I believe you're right, sir.
It's either 4 or 3, but it looks like a 4 from here.
So Planetary Uprising Ray Staff still in Joe's hand. If he flips slow enough, might be able to tell you what else is in there, but. Loth, cat, and mouse. Meow. So there goes Emmanuel's force speed die. Not force speed, I'm sorry. Force lightning die. Rolling in the Snap Master. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Whoop. Loth, cat, and mouse. Had a misfire there. So Joe not able to roll in Snap yet. There we go. Now we're back in turn order correctly. So Emmanuel still got to take his turn before Joe got to go again. Still rolled in well. Actually rolled in better.
Yeah,
so
4 for 1 on the bowcaster. Looks like the range side for Snap.
So that worked out to his advantage.
Ranger disrupt. Looks like range. There's so many questions. Not enough answers. Yeah. Snap staying at 8 health. Ray also 8 health. Vader has
7.
7.
So he's about halfway gone, and no damage on the Tusken Raider
6 health
yet,
left on Vader.
And as we mentioned earlier, if you didn't catch it, these two players agreed to play best out of 3. So
this is the first game in that match. Emmanuel choosing to replace Faber Knife with a Force Illusion. Interesting choice.
Trying to keep Vader around a little while longer.
Yeah. That's fair. Especially with a Tusken Raider that is kind of powered up. You know, Tusken Raider and Force Lightning. We saw that last game, and
yeah, seems to be a common. And Mind Probe, I guess we saw a lot of that too.
Mind Probe.
What I like out of 2 out of 3. I mean, that's what I would have chosen if it were me. Was 2 out of 3 because what if I lose the first one? But it gives you an opportunity to see how your opponent plays, especially if maybe that isn't somebody that plays in your local meta, and so you're not as familiar with their playstyle.
Right.
Oh, they want a backup muscle and a Mind Probe out of Emmanuel's deck to block that damage. So he'll keep Vader around a little longer, but lose some pretty solid upgrades in the process doing it.
This is so cool. This deck is so cool.
It is. It's.
I kind of want one. I'm not sure I know how to play it. I kind of want one.
I don't think I would. Yeah. I love seeing decks that think out. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with playing a Vader Raider or a POMAS or anything like that, but it's interesting when somebody comes out of nowhere, out of left field with a deck that nobody's seen, nobody's heard of. I've never seen anything like this in my local meta.
Absolutely not. Joe has focused his Hold Out Blaster to a 2 for 1. Emmanuel is one with the using the Force to move Vader to a 3.
Yep.
Going ahead and doing that 2 damage, and he's going to do the 3 damage to.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his Vader only has 3 left. And we're just exchanging. There we go. That's easier math.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Appreciate that, Emmanuel. 1 set of hands, the other set of hands, fast hands, equals 10.
Joe is claiming the battlefield, gaining a resource.
Nice.
Emmanuel's going to bring those Sith Holocron back down to the table.
On the Tusken Raider. which is surprising. I think sometimes, at least today, I've seen the Sith Holocron played more frequently on the Tusken Raider than ever on any of the blue characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether that be Darth Vader or Baby Vader,
Yeah.
or Kylo, we've seen all.
Yeah, we
those.
find the best strategy for a Vader Raider deck is to use the Sith Holocron to get those force powers on the
Discarding a
Tusken
card.
Raider. You know, we see
Picking
Sith
a card to go on the bottom of his deck.
We see Sith Holocron a lot in Elite Palpatine decks, more as a resource saving measure. But for these Vader Raider decks,
I'm
it is
still surprised that we've not seen Joe put down that Planetary Uprising, because he's been claiming he's going to get a resource and cause his opponent 2 damage. But it seems like his strategy is taking him different directions with what he's rolling and what other cards he has in his hand.
Yep. So he's looking at a Force Speed special, a couple foci on.
One with the Force.
One with the Force there. Looks like a resource on the Hold-Up Blaster.
Yep.
And a
or
resource
shield.
on Ray.
Maybe a shield on the Hold-Up
Probably
Blaster.
a shield on the Hold-Up Blaster.
It's a resource
on
on Ray, for sure. All right. And away we roll.
Still, you might hear the rumblings of an 8-man pod that is hitting their last game here behind us. They're playing for a box of.
It's a good roll in with that. So we got a +2 on the Vibro Knives, I believe. So
Box of
Emmanuel,
Awakenings boosters.
Nice. So Emmanuel rolling in some good melee damage. Let's see if Joe can do anything to stop it. Nope.
Wow. How many tokens can he use? Do you think that's a thing? Do you think he's just trying to use... Like, I can't even count that. I know it's 8 damage.
A lot of different sets.
That's a lot of different
6,
tokens.
7, 8, yep.
I can't choose which tokens I like today. I'm going to use them all.
Good roll. Well, not with the blank, but
Was that a 2 and a blank?
all you need snaps. You just need his dice out there.
All
The
you
dice
need
pool
is love.
and snap.
Da, da, da,
Because
da.
then Emmanuel has to pay for that if he wants the battlefield.
All right. Manuel's placed his hand down, and he's thinking it out loud to himself. Or maybe to himself.
Maybe he's singing that song you were just going on.
Da, 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 da.
Focusing.
All you need is love. Snap to a 1. Hold up blaster to a 2. 2 for 1. That's a total of 5 range
That's
damage sitting on the table.
sting. No, let's see. I can't quite make out. I can't quite make out what he has on the bowcaster. But there is at least 1 blaster damage on snap, and I believe that's a 2 for 1 on the holdout blaster. So.
That's 3, yeah. That's
Bait and switch.
Bait and Switch was an early undervalued card in Spirit of Rebellion, but
Seen
we
it
have
a lot.
seen a lot more of it in these yellow decks. I mean, you never know when you're going to hit that resource, and later in the game you may not need it.
Yep. So now snap. Ooh, dangerous with 5 damage on him.
And those
He's in trouble.
those resource die are not die that are generally removed,
Yep.
but he's
So
able to
there's
resolve
enough to-
all
there
the
goes
range
Vader.
damage. Man. So Snap's
Now
saying
Emmanuel's Tusken Raider loaded up okay. At least he has fast hands and force lightning, and he's championed for Emmanuel previously. So we'll see what happens now.
it's true. Raider
Snap,
rolling
not
in.
a lot of health left. Ray, not a lot of health left.
Yeah. In fact, both players have to do 5 damage.
Blanks on his Sith Holocron and his Tusken Raider, but
I
the
lied.
special on
Emmanuel needs 6 damage before he's done. So
yeah, I believe that one is the one that's upside down. It's hard to read, but
Force Lightning hits a 2 range damage. Joe is sitting over there thinking about his options. Looks like he's got a removal and defensive position.
Yep.
Perfect. Removing all 2s and higher because he controls the battlefield.
he's done a great job of controlling the battlefield. And Snap helps with that a lot. His ability helps significantly with that.
Because who wants to pay to claim? That's
Right.
lame. Manuel is actually now claiming.
Emmanuel is paying to claim.
No, he's not, because Snap is
his
Snap's
dice
die is
not in the
not in
pool.
the pool. So Emmanuel now has the ability to claim, gaining the resource when he claimed.
Emmanuel-
Oh,
Planetary
double
Uprising.
planetary uprising. Oh god. So that means Joe only has to do 2 damage to the Tusken Raider and then claim the battlefield.
Which easily could do with what he. So this is going to come down to what rolls out, what happens next.
Yeah, there are no fast hands on Joe's side of the table, so it's going to take him at least 2 turns to do some damage unless he can somehow deflect some stuff. Now we're using damage tokens as resources, or just returning?
Returning them.
Returning them? Is Joe borrowing people's tokens? Is he
He's got an elaborate collection.
Andy and Giver?
So there's that special on Sith Holocron, special on Force Lightning. And it looks like a resource. And it looks like Joe's not.
You should.
Or I'm sorry, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel
should.
He's
going to use the fast hands.
That'll get rid of Rey. Do it. Discard. Use it. Use it. Come on. Come on.
Now, it will allow one with the Force to become its own support, but...
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, Joe is still sitting on one with the Force, so he could... it seems like both of them are actually thinking through the actions together. What's
gonna work? Teamwork.
What is the most effective tactic available? Haha, meta.
Whoa.
I just did that. So he fast hands.
Force illusion.
Force.
Yeah, it's Force illusion. Look at it sideways and you'll see the guy's face.
No, I see it.
Everybody,
so he used Sith Holocron to
Taco
swap
face.
out a Force illusion? I guess. Why not? I'm still confused why he didn't use Tusken Raider's ability to get rid of Rey. And maybe it is that one with the Force.
That's holding him back. You still has the focus. One with Force still has damage on it, so it doesn't totally get him out of the woods.
Hey, you also want to be able to remove
There
a blank.
we go. Now he's finishing up.
You would hope that your opponent rolls a blank, and then that way that blank die can get removed.
So now,
each
player down to 1 character left.
So Joe
both players in striking ability to end that other character. So
Joe playing with the former interpretation of the rules for one with the Force.
Yep, because those won't go into effect until tomorrow.
Yep. So one with the Force is out there with the resource side showing. That Rey and Force speed die just needs to go away because it's bothering me. Take them away. It's not there. Can't use it.
Good try.
Take that away.
Bye bye. There we go. All right.
There we go. Yep.
It stays in the pool right now.
Right now. Tomorrow, not so much.
Out of the pool. Everybody out of the pool.
There's jokes to be had there, but the most of them are inappropriate. So he's claiming gaining the resource and doing 4 damage.
Ouch. That Planetary Uprising. Sneaky card. And that's
good game.
So game 1 goes to Joe.
That's amazing.
We'll
Interesting.
reset
That's
here.
an interesting little deck.
Wow.
Not so little because it's got 3 characters.
A lot.
4 dice. Lots of stuff going on. So they are playing best out of 3. So they're going to sit here and reset.
Everyone's resuscitated back to life.
Going back into to game 2. Best out of 3 for the final match here at...
We'll let them get shuffled in.
House Rules Gaming Store Championship. Why should we even use this bad camera? I don't know. Because we get a good look at that lovely playmat there.
That must be it. That must be why you do it.
I do it because that playmat is beautiful. And I have to compliment Lindsay Smith for creating
well done.
A beautiful art piece. If you want a different 2-player playmat, you like the work from Fully Operational, you can check this playmat out. Ink Gaming, you can just search the chance key, you'll find it there. I can order it from them.
Emmanuel has naturally very fast.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
They're setting up for their game. I'm going to need to do it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I know.
We'll let them get settled in here momentarily. So if it's a little quiet, it's just because we're waiting.
I'm back. Kim is finishing up her donut. I stuffed my face with one. It was delicious.
It looks like a Homer Simpson donut.
It's pink with sprinkles.
It is. I may share a picture of this later. You should follow me on Twitter. This is a good donut.
So if you're just joining us, we are at Game 2 of 3 in the final match for the Store Championship for House Rules Gaming. Again, Joe has started off with 2 force speeds and a vibra knife, taking 1 billion actions. And has chosen
down
to
on Ray and I just lose count.
Has chosen to roll in snap and get
Wow.
rid of Emmanuel's resources here early on.
So Joe very quickly trying to take control here.
You're eating with the donut stuff.
I wasn't. If you wouldn't have told everybody, they wouldn't have known. Hi guys, I'm eating a donut.
Oh man. Maz rolling in a shield and focus. Being able to resolve 2 die.
Nice. We've been here so long today, and this game moves so fast. I'm a little delirious. So, wow, these guys are really battling it out, though.
Playing caution to get 3 shields on Ray and passing it over to Emmanuel with the emphatic
That
gesture.
was a very dramatic. I loved it. Joe, I'm loving Joe. Joe's great. This is great.
Vader rolls in a shield and a disrupt. Not great. Is that disrupt? We're going to go with disrupt at this point.
So, yeah, Joe just charging off at the beginning here.
And he chooses to protect.
Discarding backup muscle.
Yeah, and he chooses to protect Ray in this particular matchup.
Yeah, which was not his. He started out protecting Maz early on.
And perhaps it was caused an early draw from a second chance that he chose Maz. Both players thinking hard, knowing that.
Well, with a win here, Joe walks away with as a store champion.
Yeah.
So
And
Emmanuel really wants to think through things, try to even it out, and go to 3 games.
And it looks like Vader rolled 4 disrupt, so no money.
Which would have come in handy the last game. And we're on a different battlefield this time. So we'll see how that affects how Joe plays. He's not going to get that
so Joe,
one resource every time
Joe
he
actually
claims.
Joe did claim and remove one of Vader's die, and Emmanuel finished up his turn, and now we're resetting and going to town.
Man.
Cards are moving. Cards are flying, folks.
These guys could be magicians. Sleight of hand magicians. They're so fast.
So many tokens. So many different kinds of tokens. It's crazy.
Vibro knife on Ray. Woo! Now everything now melee's unblockable.
All right, so we get 2 actions now.
Rolling into Maz's focus to a resource. So it seems like Joe's goal here is to generate a lot of resources. It seems a very resource heavy deck.
He now is fair trading.
Man. I'll take yours. Have a nice day.
Right. And I don't know how he kept track of his number of actions, but he did.
We need a little counter.
I know.
Cling, cling.
You have 2 actions remaining. You have 1 action remaining.
Looks
Manual
like he has
rolling
planetary
in.
Maz's goggles, which we did not see come out in the last game. Still got a decent crowd hanging around here to see this final match.
So we've he's discarded Doubt to go ahead and resolve.
Oh, nope. Never mind. His discard pile is not where most discard. So he played planetary uprising. My apologies for interrupting.
Yes. No, it's okay.
I thought he discarded it to reroll.
3 melee damage went to Maz. He is now playing
Disarm?
Heroism.
Or heroism, yep. Sorry.
Taking the 2 damage on Poe.
Nope, that's Snap, but thanks for playing. But Pomaz, totally different deck.
Temmin Snap Wexley, the builder of the B1 battle droid known as Mr. Bones. For those who are a fan of the Aftermath trilogy, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's my fun canon fact for the
So
for the
pitching
round.
the other backup muscle to reroll.
I guess backup muscle is not an important card for him. So we rolled Snap into a Disrupt.
Yep.
Snap is out now to claim the battlefield. Emmanuel will have to pay.
And he has no resources.
He has no resources as long as he's continuing to keep his resources where he's been keeping them before, which is on the bottom left hand of your screen.
Not up there by his discard pile.
That is where his spent resources seem to go. I don't know what's going on here.
Joe just jazz hands to show us he has no cards in hand. Jazz hands.
Look, Ma, no hands.
No fast hands left. All right, so let's see here. Joe discarding Force Illusion to try to reroll again into something, and just not coming up with anything. At some point, you may just have to move on.
We resolve that force speed for 2 actions. Going ahead and disrupt Emmanuel's resources. And now Snap Die is out of the field of play, so or at least out of the pool. So the battlefield can be claimed without paying for it.
Which is beneficial to Emmanuel, but 2 cards in hand, not a lot of upgrades that he's been able to get out.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate
Ray and
luck of the draw
Joe
for
has
Emmanuel.
Ray fully loaded.
And he's going to
Oh,
discard
and there goes the Force.
Mind Probe.
Mind Probe. He used the Force to get rid of Mind Probe.
He did.
So Emmanuel claiming. And Joe doing 1. Or was it discarding 1?
Was it discard? I think. Very little damage thrown back and forth here.
So Emmanuel looks like he's getting some good upgrades in his hand, so maybe we'll see.
And so tides will turn. We've seen at least a couple games today where the person we thought was the underdog comes out to win.
Yep, and they just corrected there that Joe did take that, or I'm sorry, Emmanuel did take that 1 damage onto Vader. I thought that's what he'd done. He'd resolved a 1 damage, and then he's so fast. 4 resources sitting on Joe's side. Emmanuel should have 2, but I don't think he moved them out.
There's a rather loud discussion happening over in the corner of the room there.
Big debate.
About something.
So Holdout Blaster on Maz.
Ambush action. Swapping out the Vibra Knife 4. Are you going to do a Holdout Blaster? Oh, you're... Oh,
okay.
a DL-44, which has an ambush. So Roland Ray. And then gets 1 more action. He should force his opponent to remove a die, which he has not. And he is rolling in Maz as well. So we've got
Can't quite tell what's on that Holdout
focus.
Blaster.
The focus is resolving. He's doing the force speed. Holy crap, how many actions is this being going to take? So, oh, Lord have mercy. Here's the secret power of this deck, folks.
Yeah.
Combining force speed with Maz's ability.
And guess what? Tomorrow, you can still do that.
That is definitely something you can do tomorrow.
So that errata not going to affect Joe's deck a whole lot. Maybe how he can play 1 with the Force that we saw come out last time, but
this is crazy town.
what a deck. So Vibra Knives finally coming out for Vader, so Emmanuel getting some
Manuel rolling
some
in.
upgrades.
Yep, Manuel's rolling in.
just not getting the rolls that he wants, I'm sure. And there's Snap Die in the pool. So now the battlefield costs money.
Money, money, money.
Oh,
Money.
Joe changes, or Emmanuel changed his mind. He's going to play Bait and Switch. think he has. I think Joe has another fast hands in his hand. As if his hands weren't fast enough. So Emmanuel pitching to re-roll it all in hopes of getting some better options, and unfortunately just really did not. Emmanuel's had a great day today, but the rolls are not with him right now. So we'll have to see how that changes in the next few minutes, see if that changes the course of this game. Joe rolling 1 melee on that vibro knife. It looks like 1 discard on Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of help there with that roll either. Man. So away goes Emmanuel's other bait and switch. Emmanuel down to 1 card. Joe has 2 or 3. He's a magician. I can't tell.
Emmanuel's roll his die in for...
So he pitched he doesn't like you to re-roll, and you can see the frustration, I think, with Emmanuel not getting the rolls that he's wanting.
Wow.
Makes it hard to do damage when you can't roll into it. It can be very frustrating.
Vader's,
and that's what's so different about this game. I mean...
Yeah.
So then away goes, I believe that's a 3.
Correcting the...
Yeah, making some adjustments there. Emmanuel did have a shield on his Tusken Raider.
Yep. So we got 1 damage to the Tusken. We've got 9 damage to Vader.
So let's see if 5 new cards help Emmanuel out at all.
Joe's looking pretty with a lot of help on his side. Ray fully loaded with shields and upgrades at the moment. That force speed.
Yeah, Maz down there is getting pretty close, but she's not been really his MVP. Well, I say that now now she has a bowcaster. She took her boyfriend's weapon, and away goes tiny little Maz firing off a bowcaster.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Well, it's been very interesting to see Joe put. Maz is a huge supporting character in this deck.
Yeah.
He's focusing the bowcaster, and is going to focus Maz to the 4 for 1.
And away goes Vader.
And away goes Vader. Man.
Wow. That bowcaster is a dangerous weapon. I don't care who you put it on.
What a clever build.
But putting it on Maz and rolling that out and having the opportunity to possibly get that focus.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as having a Poe.
And a bowcaster's redeploy, correct?
It is.
Yeah, so even though she's almost dead, he got her effect, the option to get the bowcaster in the right position to kill Vader, and that worked out exactly in his favor.
Joe just rolling almost everything he needs every time he needs it.
Yeah.
So it's a special on the force speed.
He early on he uses Maz to focus force speed to a special to resolve it and then to take the extra actions. He's just doing damage like crazy.
Yeah, so
and it's
Emmanuel
not
using he doesn't like you to at least get rid of some of that blaster damage.
And it's not crazy burst damage like we have seen in a lot of decks. This is very, it's trickling damage, but he does a lot of it per turn.
Yeah. So a second Sith Holocron going out on the Tusken Raider.
I wonder if it's too little too late for the Raider. But we have seen these Vader Raider decks pull off quite some interesting feats with Sith Holocron towards the end, so there is potential for them both to hit, get some action. I know there's no force speed on the table, so and now that there's no Vader, there's a lack of ability to play certain cards, certain force powers. And Emmanuel pulled
just that much harder for Emmanuel.
Pulled some good cards that he can use for playing. I'm
gonna take your word for that.
Yeah, I saw at least a force lightning in there.
Didn't see him.
You blinked.
I did.
So Maz rolling in. She's got 3 shields. She's at 7 damage.
He got a focus and
focus.
Doesn't even need it.
And he's moving the blaster to, moving her to 1, moving the blaster to 4. Yeah, so separately. So yep. So 4.
So now so the Tusken Raider here is in deep trouble.
Yeah. And he's got 1 damage left on Maz, and there's nothing he can do.
Just not. Wow.
And there it goes.
He knew it too.
Oh, man. What a game. Joe piloting his eMaz Ray snap deck to the winner of the Store Championship for House Rules Gaming.
Outstanding. What a crazy matchup. I'm glad that we had an opportunity to see this deck played and to be able to share it here on the stream.
Yeah. This is not a deck I don't think we've seen a lot of, and it's one I think we may start talking a little bit about. Does not seem to make use of any of the cards that the erratas are affecting.
Nope.
I can imagine a fast
Very
hands
aggressive.
being in this deck, but I don't think he played it.
Not this go round.
No, I didn't see any fast hands. So, and perhaps he's removed it from his deck to prepare himself for the future. But
Who knows?
Although he made it to top 16 yesterday, and I do believe he piloted to a top 12.
He was in the top 12.
So he was able to get a cash payout in yesterday's X-Force games. But he came back today for the House Rules Gaming Store Championship and manages to win the championship, which includes a first-round bye at Regionals, a Captain Phasma Spot Gloss.
Yep, we just saw one of those down on the table.
Those are beautiful. Playmat, of course, a deck box. And then on top of that, the store has thrown in some boxes. So he gets his choice between a box of Spirit of Rebellion or a box of Awakenings.
Yep, and I thought I heard him say he wants to go for Spirit of Rebellion because he wants another 4-speed.
He wants another 4-speed, although he seems to have a pair.
Yeah.
So maybe he just wants more.
Decorate the walls with him.
Decorate the walls with 4-speed.
Because he's so fast. Wow, guys. So that was outstanding. Still had 45 minutes to spare, so they didn't need the 90 minutes. For this.
Yeah. I rarely need the 90 minutes for games like
Very
these.
aggressive deck, that eMaz Ray Snap. Check it out.
Yeah. So we hope everyone enjoyed the live stream from today's House Rules Gaming Store Championship.
We sure liked bringing it to you.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. This is Jason Brain with the Chance Cube. We have Kimmy Breeze over here. Both of us, you can hear us on our podcast. We're released every Tuesday at 5 p.m.
Slightly less songs.
Slightly less songs.
Same amount of entertainment.
Similar amount of entertainment. Quite a little bit different. Bring you interviews and content about across the Destiny sphere. We also do YouTube videos. We do blog articles. We do other podcast content. We have a family of 20-plus contributors who...
In 7 different countries?
In
10
7 different
states
countries.
Here in the U.S.?
The sun never sets on the Chance Cube. You can check us out, thechancecube.com. If you are interested, you like this content, you want to help us bring more content out to the world, you can check us out, patreon.com/chancecube. Your donations help make more high-quality content like this possible, and we could get you a better camera so that this camera doesn't look
see it. Yeah, we appreciate
as
it,
crummy as it does.
We appreciate all of our Patreons, and it's because of them that we get to do great things like this. This was a blast, so thanks, Jason, for letting me sit in with you.
Thank you, Kim, for coming down to sit in with me.
It was a good time.
And thanks, everyone.